Hello? Oh. Right, I've started with no viewers for a reason. Why am I picking up all this raw meat? I don't need it. I just killed all these. Oh no, it's not there actually. Hello? 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 Follow the ravens. Ha. Caw, motherfuckers.
Thin rakides, sparse after feathers.
Spaghetto, no.
An arch griffin.
Spaghetto, please. Spaghetto. Spaghetto. No.
Damn, you're ugly.
Oh, what's this? Oh, a henwo. Penny kiss. I don't like Tingle. No one in their right mind likes Tingle. Ah, what are griffins again? Are they hybrids? They are. I'm doing, before we go any further, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing right now. My last Witcher contract before I do any of the DLCs. Anyway. Some spaghetto! Nope! Hybrid. You ready to get fucked up, bro? Ow! I didn't say you could fuck me up. Yeah! He's hiding now. You made him sad. I'm glad I made him sad. It's Tingle. Tingle bad. Also, hello everybody. How's it going? I've had a very long day of just shooting stuff. Oh, hello horse. Thank you. Can you just ride in a straight line? I can't be bothered steering you. Roach. It was a tiny, tiny ledge. God, you fucking stupid dumbass horse. I bet you're gonna freak out because there's a bunch of wolves. So once I've done this, we are going to go ahead and meet up with Avalach and do his little questy thing. Then we're meeting Suri and doing her little thing, and then Yennefer and Triss. We've got a lot to do.
Progress. Monster's dead.
And this is the 14th
It was a griffin. An
stream
arch-griffin, in
of The
fact.
Witcher, and I do at least 3 hours of stream. So that's
grateful. Your reward.
42 hours
In the
plus
future,
of
try
Witcher.
summoning a Witcher before any blood
I
spill.
nearly played 2 days worth of Witcher on screen. That is ridiculous. It is. Why are you screaming? Anyway, that was my last Witcher contract. Let us go. Should be a village up here somewhere where I can fast travel from. Yeah, it is a lot. You suckers have watched most of it. Ridiculous. Can't believe you've done that. Is this a village? Or is this a grave? Aha! Herbalist hut. This was my last Witcher contract too, and I felt empty. Well, just you wait, until you do the Blood and Wine DLC, then you get more Witcher contracts and you'll be happy again because there'll be new ones, interesting ones. Right, I need to sell a whole bunch of shit to Hooty because I paid him to upgrade all my stuff and now I have not very much money left. You know who else has been watching? Who else has been? No, not Tingle. Tingle has not been watching.
Lovely weather. We're sitting in the barracks.
We'll have all the
Oh! Ah! Spaghetto! Nope. Right, no. I'm not paying attention to where I'm running.
Greetings, Ibier.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Yes.
Listen,
Buy my shit.
would you craft
Well,
something
fix
for me?
stuff first and then buy my shit. I have 2,500 coins left. He's got 25,500 because I paid him to upgrade all of my gear in one go, pretty much, apart from my cat gear. I'm sad. I want that money back. And I'm going to get it back by selling him everything. Which is why this screen takes so long to load in now. Give me my money. Ah. That was heavy armor. Don't want to wear that. Bye-bye.
So long.
Right, fun quest time. Woo, 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 woo. You're cheering on a wall. What? She's just walking. What the fuck?
I'm so...
Look, a brave and beautiful man sacrificed 9 diamond emote slots for his tingle. We all must suffer to repay him. Why? Why must I suffer, Spaghetto? I'm the one who has to keep looking at it. Right, Avalach. That, you're welcome, but also stop being a dick to me because I'm a witcher. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
I know this house.
And well.
Supposed to drive a godling from here.
Supposed to?
Decided it was harmless.
Oh, he's gone down the stairs.
The passage is here, past this wall.
Okay,
Yes?
go on then.
This is the place. Once we enter, there'll be no returning until we reach Geralt. Ready?
Yes, let's go.
Remember, wherever you land, search for a place that looks like this one. We shall meet sooner or later.
Oh fuck, I forget there's a world in this that I really don't like. Well,
I
there's
lack your
2 I
words.
really don't like. 3.
Zero
I don't like
is the
most of
lady
them.
Time and space. I merely know how to use this arcane knowledge to a limited degree. It's time.
I hate portals.
I hate them too, Geralt. Especially this series of portals. Yeah, it's a good quest, but there's bits in it that are shite. Avalach says that how often? Geralt, what's up with Valve's best game series? What? Carrie, what? Also, Valve are working on a game right now. They're actually doing something. This looks okay. This is fine. Looks a bit Mass Effect-y, but it's fine. It's not...
Where are we?
Welcome to the Radovid Desert.
This somewhere in our world?
Ever seen such canyons in your world? Come, we must go.
Yeah, but Spaghetto, you forget it's
What is this
historical
place?
accuracy, quote
A very
unquote.
old world, thoroughly raped and destroyed.
Anything live here?
Mainly desert creatures, able to survive months on end without water.
If you don't
Oh,
use
and
that
large
word, you're
sand
not
crabs
conveying
beneath
it
the surface. We must
properly.
be
I
careful
don't
they
know.
don't sense us.
I'm not trying to defend it. I'm
And
just
before,
making up the
were there
bullshit
any
arguments
people
that they make
or
up.
elves?
Do you believe humanoids have a monopoly on destroying worlds?
Can I?
So what did live here?
Why is he walking so
Sentient
much
monsters
faster?
of some
than me?
sort?
Come here.
Look at those cliffs. Remind you of anything?
This could look like Dune.
Look a bit like the bed of a giant river.
Or the bottom of a sea?
What's the name of the world that all the spice
There
is
were
found
water
on?
creatures here once,
It's not called
No
Dune,
creatures,
is it?
merely a sea.
trying to say that
That there are many different worlds and even more forms of life. Many of them intelligent, much more so in fact than you humans. But as it turns out, not even that could stop them from exhausting.
Thanks for the
every
follow,
resource
Cog Whistle.
to the last drop.
Flavortown, yes. Atticus. Okay, yeah. It looks a bit. Could be Atticus. Are there any dunes in the distance? I'd wig out if it was Atticus. That would be awesome.
Ah, the portal.
looks more like a ruin.
Appearances can be deceiving.
So what are we waiting for?
For it to open. Shouldn't take but a few moments.
Ruh-roh.
What's going on?
The sand crabs have sensed our presence.
Sand crabs? You could have given them a better name. They're not even crabs! They've got 4 legs.
They just keep coming.
We can't
And
the portal opens, you must jump in after me.
they look like
3, 2,
dung beetles.
very good.
What a relief.
CG Projekt could do a very good Dune game, especially since Dune's really misogynistic as well. Yeah, I guess. Oh, fuck.
Avila,
I hate this world. I hate the ominous screeching. Also, I tend to get a glitch in this part, where all the graphics go really funny.
there it is.
Why are you standing so close to the edge of that cliff there? Please don't do that, girl. Why do we have to walk through this really slowly? I never... CG Projekt Red being like, look, we made a really pretty thing. By the way, I forget which path I'm meant to take, so I'll
Papers
probably
don't look terribly inviting.
die a few times running through all this. Does that work? It does not.
Damn it, gotta hold my breath. Any longer and I'd have suffocated.
You're still suffocating, Geralt. What the... That's a clear spot. And I can't run. That doesn't kill this gas. This gas doesn't detonate and R doesn't work against it either. It's... I've had issues with this in the past. It's particularly one of the reasons why I don't like this particular quest. Because some of the mechanics in each of these worlds is complete and utter bullshit. Like, herder, you're gonna walk really slowly through this particular world, especially when the gas is gonna fucking choke you and kill you.
Avila.
Oh no, I can run. It was a bug. It was always a fucking...
There it is.
Always a goddamn bug. CDPR, please.
Vapors don't look terribly inviting.
No, they aren't terribly inviting, girl. You're correct. Anyway, let's get the fuck through this.
Damn it, gotta hold my breath. Any longer and I'd have suffocated.
Geralt vapes. He totally vapes.
Medallion's humming.
Why is there a place of power here?
Place of power. It's gotta be.
It's over here.
Avoid those clouds.
Yeah,
Or bolt
shh.
through them.
Geralt, we've got no choice right now. We have to run through them. So you've got shitty little lungies. No, I don't jump up here. Nope. See, this is a bit where I get confused, because I can't remember where I'm supposed to go from here. There's no gas there! Fuck off! There's weird bird things, skulls in the walls sometimes too. Yeah. Fuck it, let's just run and see where we end up. Is that out of the thing? Nope. Guess I'll just fucking die. Why are you, Geralt? Some kind of lung cuck? He sure fucking is. Unless, am I meant to jump down there? So that's what I'm pretty sure. I'm gonna keep saving at different points in order to make sure any progress I make is not lost. I hate this bit. My name's Geralt, I'm a fully trained witcher and I can't jump off a thing. Why is there no gas down here? Not that I'm particularly complaining, but also why? Okay, Geralt! It's a ledge, get over the fucking ledge. This looks neat. Anything I can loot in here before I leave? Nope. Yay! We're in another shitty world.
Cold.
Crack!
Freeze to death if I don't hide somewhere. And I gotta find that next passage quick. If I can just find cover along the way, I should make it to the passage.
Thanks for telling me how to do the thing, Geralt. I would have absolutely not figured that out by myself. That is one thing that is kind of... Modern video games are a bit too... Like, tutorials and everything are fine, but really you should encourage players to figure out things by themselves. Show, don't tell. So I sometimes feel it's a bit detrimental to the gameplay and to the story if you're constantly telling your players how to do a thing. There's loads of crap here. I'm on a roof. What?
Light in a place like this? Someone must have lit it. With any luck, it was a certain grouchy oven sage.
Well, you've just helped me solve a huge problem there, Geralt.
Snow's up to the rooftops. Wonder how long this blizzard's been blowing.
Would you guess that it's actually the white frost? That thing they keep complaining about. The worst part, the all-encompassing quiet. Seems there's not a living soul around, only snow, snow everywhere, everywhere snow, as far as the eye can see. But sometimes we find people still alive in their homes, everyone is hungry, everyone's frozen to the bone, but no one refuses help. They let us warm ourselves by their fire and regain some strength before we move on towards the lighthouse. They say food supplies there have not yet run out. Dun dun dun. Right, Geralt, are you going to throw a hissy fit if I jump off this? I bet you are. Nope. Wow, you actually jumped off.
Of course. What else? Might have expected this.
Why are there so many good things in this little world? I don't get it. Anna's notes. I know not what we will do. Our food stocks ran out long ago, save for one sack of onions. For a week we have each eaten a few bites of onion a day and nothing else. Children once detested onions, but now gobble their morsel greedily and suck on the skins. Soon our bag will be empty. We have no wood or fuel and the snows keep falling. The mayor has been sending men door to door to hand out modest rations and a bit of wood from the lighthouse storeroom, but no one has come for days. I'm not surprised. The snow is piled nearly to the top of our windows. No one could get to our door. I am afraid, so horribly afraid, that we will not outlast this winter. Well, I hate to break it to you, Anna, but it was an endless winter. God, I do not want to think about being in that position. Where's the next? Just keep running, just keep running, just keep running, running, running. What do? We run, run.
Took you a while? Did you run into trouble?
No. Just taking in the sights. What is this place? Feels like I've been here before.
You have. You fought Eredin's projection here. Before that, Ciri fought here. For you.
What are you talking about?
Ever wondered how you managed to leave the Red Riders?
Many times, but I don't remember a thing.
Ciri came for you. She sensed you were in danger, tore you from the Hunt's grasp, then deposited you in the woods near Kaer Morhen.
Did Eredin start hunting her because of that? Because of me? Why didn't she say anything?
What would it have changed?
Where are we? World of the NL?
No. This is Ted Dera, the time of the end. The world destroyed by the White Frost. Alas, this awaits us all, though at differing stages of our existence.
So calm when you say that.
Eredin succumbed to his knowledge of the apocalypse. Fear rules him now. I'll not commit the same error.
Care to clarify?
Not here. Not now.
You're getting a thunderstorm? Be safe. See you soon, SDK.
Going after Gels is proving quite a trek, but I still don't know why he's so important.
Eredin differs from the king he killed. Power for its own sake interests him. He has little patience for bureaucracy. He spends most of his time atop his steed, leading the Red Riders. So what does he need in the capital? A good viceroy. Gels is an
I always
excellent
thought it was
administrator.
pronounced Viceroy, not Viceroy.
He's the
but
most
that makes
dangerous
sense.
individual amongst the NL.
One of my issues as a kid was I read a lot, but I didn't
Yes.
do much
He's
speaking,
righteous.
and a lot of big words that I encountered I had never heard said
I
out
was
loud
hoping you
before,
wouldn't get
because they don't come up in
separated.
casual
I warned you it
conversation,
could
and
happen.
when I try to use them,
Where did
everyone's
your
like, what
journey
do you
take
think?
you?
It's okay, it's pronounced me.
Through a world
Like,
whose sun had just died.
Rather than making fun of me, how about
I'd
you
better
correct
reach the
me
next
and move
passage
on?
in time.
Anyway,
Light on the peak. Was that you?
I now
thought it might
mispronounce
aid your
things
passage.
properly.
After
No.
all, that is what lighthouses do. Show the
Yeah,
way.
I mispronounce things on purpose, that's what I'm trying to say.
Doesn't look safe here either. Let's go.
This way.
Next passage. When will it open?
Shortly.
Spaghetto, do you know much Gaelic?
At last.
This Tyr Nalia?
The Palace of Awakening, formerly the Moon Palace. Gel's headquarters.
It's very pretty.
Beautiful.
I'm glad to know you appreciate it. Elven architecture is a bit more sophisticated than yours.
Just say we're shit and go over with it. Avalach. It looks a bit like Rivendell. With the waterfalls and the everything, but not quite.
Oh, who's this?
More
And why are they
boobies.
here?
How convenient
I
that they're speaking
believe
in
we're
the same
done
language
for
as
the
me.
day, my tulip. Be a dear and leave us alone.
How so very convenient they all
For I
speak the
think we can
common
agree
tongue.
This matter is between us and us alone, correct? Crevan Spain, Corman Maka, and the Witcher of Rivia. Ketmill. Do you like my new model? Something of Lara Doran about her, wouldn't you agree, Crevan?
Her height, perhaps. Nothing more.
I see I've touched a tender spot. So let's change the subject, shall we? Care for a drink?
Got any vodka? Oh yeah, I keep forgetting you don't touch that filth, disgraceful as it is.
I must admit, you appearing here, quite the surprise, Witcher. Incidentally, interesting choice of allies. Do you think Avalach is honest with you? Just curious.
No, but honesty's not a facet of your species, so quit spewing bile, won't gain you anything.
I detect a shadow of impatience in your faces, it seems. So what brings you here?
I'm playing the Geralt doesn't give a fucking shit at the moment.
You've gone through a great deal of trouble to reach me, so I must believe you've put equal effort into preparing this lie.
You shall see the truth. You will dream it.
You've been a neuromancer. My intuition was correct. This will be interesting.
All right.
Better believe it. This way, please.
Witcher Geralt. a
Hello?
true man of action. Might I know where we're going?
To the world of the Enshe. Directly this time.
Let's go, before any guards
Tir
show
na
up.
Lia means something in Gaelic. Because Tir na, I'm certain, means... Tir na no, is that Land of Night? Land of Youth, right? Tir na Lia just must mean... So Tir na means land of, basically. So Tir na Lia, that city, means something in Gaelic. In Gal... Thank you for commemorating your anniversary with wobbly tits, Krogan. That's So in Irish Gaelic it means land nor his. I think they've made it up. Yep, they've made it up. They could have at least made it into a real fucking word. So a lot of the Anel language is based off a combination. Yeah, Tir na Lia does not have an actual translation, but it's land of something. I'm just going to assume it's land. It's mobs. They call themselves El, don't they? So it's not land of elves. There she is. Pardon me. There she is. There's our daughter.
I take it I needn't introduce our guest.
Greetings, Cyril. So it's true. The swallow has befriended the fox.
But yeah,
There's naught you can do to make us
Elvish
turn.
language is some combination of like Welsh, Gaelic, and something else.
Do you not remember? Tried to force you to warm our king's bed. Treated your body like a side of pork.
I remember. But I also remember what you advised Eredin do with me once I was caught. And I remember what the Red Riders did at Kaer Morhen.
I didn't come here to argue. The proof you promised. Where is it?
You will see it in your dream.
Ah, yes. The Oneiromancer. Visions that cannot be fabricated. Do you wish to show me how Eredin murdered our king?
Gels is not a good lad.
Am I to incite the NL against Eredin? Call for revolution? And proclaim Avalach our new king?
He's just slightly less worse than the rest of them.
Don't flatter yourself. Defy Eredin. That's all you need to do.
Very well. Have your oracle summon dreams of my king's last moments.
We shall all dream them, to make certain there are no misunderstandings.
Why not?
He's really tall. Why is he so tall? Is he tall or is Avalach just short? That's a good question. Why would you drink from something like that? That's clearly a little thing that contains poison.
Long live the king.
Why would you ever trust to drink from something shaped like that? It's just...
You must face him on your terms. In this world. In a place of your choosing. It's your only chance.
Who'd you even
Sail
say
to
that
Skellige
for? What,
and find
Eredin?
your sunstone. With it,
Heck if I know.
Eredin will come too. Should he call for reinforcements, no NL will answer.
You have done the thing most just. A new portal to Tin Alia will open. I shall stabilize it and you will return. Come with me.
Oh, so you'll stabilize it for him, but not for me. Fuck you. That was a... not awkward for them, but an awkward to witness hug.
Just as well. Could have been bluffing. Might have just said that so we'd let him go. Damn it. We should have pressed him.
Calm down. Avalach knows him better. We'll hear him out when he returns.
Speak of the devil.
Geralt's worried. He believes we let girls go too easily.
I don't trust him. I mean,
got
he
off
works for
cheap and
Radovid,
easy.
or did anyway.
Sold us a few pieces of advice. Some story about a sunstone.
He gave us his assurance that he'll not support Eredin. And that is quite a lot.
Seems to me you have a plan. Care to share it with us?
Once we find the Sunstone, aided by your sorceresses and their magic, we shall draw Eredin's ship to a bay along the coast of Undvik. We will wait in ambush, lay a trap. When the King of the Hunt arrives, we will spring it and kill him.
Just like that.
Defeating Eredin will be no small feat, but we will accomplish
What
it.
are you looking at,
Find the
Avalach?
sorceresses of the lodge, and we'll meet at the port. Then we sail to Skellige.
Still haven't decided if I'm going to do a little break from the main story to do Hearts of Stone, or to do just finish the main story and do Hearts of Stone
Couldn't help it.
afterwards.
Grew curious about this little matter you have to resolve.
When I was last in Novigrad, I had my share of troubles.
So I heard.
A few people helped me then. Others, not so much. Now I mean to repay them both. Coming with?
Yeah, let's go.
Lead the way.
I did enjoy the painting. The first and second time I played through, I took a screenshot of it both times, just for shits and gigs. Now I'll just finish the story and then I'll move on to Hearts of Stone. And then Blood and Wine. Hearts of Stone I could do in a 2 streams. It's not very long DLC.
Almost there.
Where are we going exactly?
To see Horson Jr.
I kinda killed him.
Bit late for that. He's dead.
I asked Sultan, and he said Horson's alive and well on Temple Isle.
I was there. Stuck a sword in his gut.
Your hand must have slipped, because it seems he's recovered.
Well,
I'm warning you.
Why are you doing this again?
I want to look him in the eyes.
What then?
Don't know.
you're
Depends
wrong,
what I
Siri.
see.
I killed him. And that's not Horson Jr. That's a certain friend of hers.
What?
Here to see Mr. Wiley.
Mr. Wiley's expecting important guests, so bugger off, you turds!
Bye bye.
Make a deal, maybe?
Yeah, a deal.
Go on upstairs. Boss is waiting.
Watch where you're walking.
That was strange.
To say the least.
I wonder what they're doing.
We'll know soon enough.
There was one instance where I didn't kill Horson Jr. Went to see him on the streets. He was all crippled and...
Well, well. Who do we have here? Finally found your little ward. Took your sweet fucking time.
Seems in fine health to me.
Ah, 'cause you thought you killed me that time. Surprise the fucking prize. Shut your trap, witch. Before somebody fills that hole for you.
Enough! I'll finish what you started.
Whoa, stop, it's me, Doodoo Beaverfell. You really didn't recognize me?
Dudu?
Wait, Siri. After the heist, after Dijkstra's vault was emptied, you vanished. How'd I find you? Quick.
Butcher's Yard, the Mama's Plate, Priscilla's. You dragged me onto the stage.
Sheath your sword, Siri. It's Doodoo.
God, you give me quite the scare.
Not wise to play games with a witcher.
Horson Jr. Was there no one else you could impersonate?
Once we'd fled, I'd no idea what to do. I could only hide for so long. They'd find me sooner or later. It wasn't our decision. We knew he was dead, but not many others had caught on. That was my chance.
No one mourned for Horson Jr. In all his miserable life, he'd never helped a soul. Amusingly, once dead, he became a useful member of society. They say everyone deserves a second chance. Seems true enough. Horson got his, in a way, sharing it with a Doppler named Doodoo.
Still think these weird cutaways are weird and really break up
That
the
was
story.
courageous, Dudu. I'd never expect it from you.
Neither would I. Oh, by the way, you've no idea at the relief I feel you're alive and well.
And I'm relieved I didn't slit your throat.
Shows an interesting line of business.
Dudu's always had a head for numbers. What's a few brothels and casinos? He'll manage.
That's the thing. I don't need to. 2 weeks after Wiley died, I announced I'd seen the light of the eternal fire. Sold all the illegal enterprises. I'm a blue water trader now.
Horson's men didn't protest?
I've contacts in the guilds. Run a thriving trade. Profits are twice what they were before. To Wiley's men, a purse twice as heavy means twice as much respect for the men handing it to them.
They're super poorly timed. Yeah, they should be at the end of the dialogue. Or,
Be careful.
Yeah.
You could get found out.
Wiley's men are too stupid to catch on.
they just cut in at weird
Colleagues ain't
moments.
Much better. Mind you, even you were fooled.
And that might have ended very badly for you.
True, I get a bit carried away at times, but mostly I'm careful.
Alright, well, it's
Time's
nice
up.
to see you, Dudu.
Right.
It's a bit
We
strange,
must
but
still go by the Golden Sturgeon.
It was nice to see you both. And take care of yourselves.
You too.
So long, Dudu. Why are we going to the Sturgeon?
To see a girl who helped me once.
Who might that be?
Friend of Dandelion's. Her name's Bee. She's a waitress at the Golden Sturgeon. Helped me contact Dandelion. I wish to thank her. She risked a lot.
Risked a lot? How's that?
The temple guard were breathing down my neck. If she'd been seen with me, she might have been flogged or worse.
Always getting into trouble.
I take after you.
I'm just gonna ignore that lady, because she's basically just bait, and I get lured into a trap. And Geralt doesn't much really appreciate that. Ho! Do you too, sir?
I visited a city once that was very much like Novigrad, but the people there were much taller and had dark skin.
This somewhere in Zerrikania?
No, in another world.
What's it like, hopping between worlds? Anything like passing through a portal? Or different?
A bit different. It was hard going at first. I wasn't very good at controlling it, so I had to
I
concentrate.
don't know why there's
intensely.
still concerned citizen sermons lying around all the place, considering I killed the man responsible
The
for
training I
it.
did with Avalok was very helpful. Now, I merely think of the place I wish to travel to.
Yeah, there's a
Close
lot of
my eyes.
witch hunter traps in Novigrad.
done.
It's not good. They all fail.
Gave you a chance. Should have taken it.
I spit on anything you give me.
You'll regret that, you cow.
Mind your manners, you're talking to a lady.
Stay out of this. This is not your concern.
Bee is cute.
Sure it is.
You're a fucking freak too.
He
Thanks.
is. Very dangerous at that. The butcher of White Orchard.
What'd he do there? Trim the trees? Eugen. He slew half the village. Dragged the bodies of the alderman and his wife behind his horse to Novigrad. Let's get out of here.
That's
Wait,
pretty
what?
good advice your friend's offering.
I never did that.
Sorry.
Siri. Siri, what?
Thank you. They seem more determined this time.
Shouldn't cross them, I told you.
I'm to bar non-humans from this establishment because some thugs threaten me. Not likely.
It's so good to see you, Bee.
They totally
Siri,
snuggled up at
who's
nighttime.
your charming companion?
Little cuddle, little spoon.
Geralt of Rivia.
New myths.
That Geralt! Very nice to meet you. I've heard so much.
Really? What, for example?
For example, how you've saved her from woes so many times she's lost count. And how you always know how to make her laugh. That's Siri, of course. Other ladies, however.
I'm standing right here.
Alright, alright. So,
Geralt to Siri. So are you gonna bang her,
wanted to
or
thank
should
you
I?
for everything.
Nah,
Oh,
Geralt would
stop.
not step on Siri's
Anyone
toes
would
like
have
that.
done the same in my shoes.
Not
He
many
respects
would have
his
done it with
lesbian
such
daughter.
courage. Thank you. This is for you. A trinket to remember me by.
Oh my, it's beautiful. Thank you. So, will you stay for stew? And keep slaughtered a piglet this morning?
Thanks.
Oink, oink, oink.
But we must still visit Far Corners.
Ah, off to see Valdo, eh? Well, shan't stop you then. They'll feed you properly there too, no doubt.
So some of you may be aware, occasionally I just make strange noises.
I will.
Back
So long.
a long time ago when I shared a Minecraft server with a bunch of friends, we had one server called Oink. That's because one night, I think I came in really drunk. I just oinked for like half an hour straight. And it became a bit like Marco Polo. One of us would oink and then the rest of us would start oinking.
What about her?
Nothing. Seems nice.
It was a lot of fun though.
You're terrible.
What'd I say? What's there to see in far corners?
The camp of some traveling circus performers. Non-humans. When I came here before, I wanted to contact Triss. Life was hard.
It's the most on-brand story about me.
The band
Yeah.
Triss and I never met because the temple guard showed up.
I used to.
She was a wanted woman
I'd
afterwards.
go out. This is when I was at uni, so I was
How could she?
pretty much insomnia.
She didn't know anything.
Like,
in fact,
a night
she
owl
thought she
as
was
I am
doing
now,
well.
but even worse because I would drink as
I
well.
preferred not to put her in danger.
And
I was being hunted.
I used to just come in at 3 AM after a night out, absolutely smashed, and get on and be like, I want a raid, let's do a raid to all my friends. And we start up a raid, we'd LFG, we get the people we would be playing with. We get about halfway through it, and I would pass out. I would just fall asleep on this couch.
Where's this friend of yours?
So every time I would come in going, I want a raid, let's do a raid. They would go, no, go to bed. They wouldn't do any. It makes me sad. Drunk raids are the best.
Ciri, you devil incarnate, where have you been?
Come here, darling. Hello.
I don't like your makeup.
Grandad?
Hagar, you're
Passing out in the
incredible.
middle of voice chat? You really are my dad.
Allow me to
When I came
introduce
back from New
Geralt
Zealand,
of Rivia.
this was after
Greetings. We've heard heaps
36
about
hours
you.
of travelling, so it was 24 hours, 18 hours on a plane, 2 hours at Abu Dhabi airport, another 7 hours on a plane, and then... Wait, 25, yeah, 2, yeah, and then another 6 hours travelling to get back up to Dundee from Manchester. I got home, it's about 9 o'clock, no, it's about 11 o'clock at night. I had been crying in a train station because I'd missed my connection. I'd left half an hour for the connection for one train getting in before I got on the next train, but there was a delay, and then I missed my next train, and it was snowing, it was freezing. I'd just gotten back from New Zealand where it was still summer there. I was very upset, and I just burst into tears at the ticket office, so they got me on my next train free. So I got home crying because it was cold, and I was hungry, and there was no food in the house because my flatmate hadn't been shopping. And I get into voice chat, and then 10 minutes later I pass out, and I wake up 4 hours later still in voice chat, and they're still playing games, and they're like, oh, hey, Haley, you didn't get kicked, what the hell? It's ridiculous.
Mostly lies, I bet.
So yeah, I do frequently pass
If
out
it's a lie
in
that since
party
her
chat.
youngest years you've been her friend and mentor, then indeed, she is a bold-faced liar. Well, good you're here. Come in the nick of time. Would have been gone by tomorrow.
You're leaving?
They're to start resettling non-humans shortly.
It was a goddamn roller coaster. I don't like thinking about travelling for long periods of time because I remember that whole
We'll manage
debacle.
somehow. We don't leave till tomorrow, so naught to worry about today.
Yes, for some. I'm off to see a merchant. There's a chance I can trade our nags for a healthy horse. Wouldn't want Valdo to have anything to worry about tomorrow.
What's eating him?
Oh, don't worry. That's just how Agar is. Be back to his jolly old self by evening. What brings you here?
I've come to apologise. I disappeared so suddenly, then...
I've been away from my Xbox for like 3.5 weeks, and I had a desire to play Minecraft.
This is for you. All that you lend me,
And
plus a small premium.
I couldn't because I was too tired.
Take this.
And you know I shan't
Just
let
passed
you
out.
refuse.
I know. We'll make it the pot for a wager. Do you still race?
Of course.
Then I challenge you. Geralt, will you join us?
I should have said no,
A man after my own
but I
spirit.
didn't.
Come.
When I was going to Canada, so this was to see my ex, this was the first time I'd gotten on a plane since I was 6 years old.
Coming.
And it's only the second time I'd been travelling out of the country by myself. My flight to Ireland was delayed, and then my flight to Canada from Ireland was delayed as well.
Giving you a head start.
It was very upsetting, considering it was the first time I'd ever been travelling by myself, and flying by myself. That said, it's piss easy now, but it's still, like, I still get anxious.
You're trailing.
Watch where you're going.
I don't
You'll
like...
fall.
I really, really don't like airports. There's such... What's going on with the birds?
Just want to admire you from the side.
Hey, SDK! Well, the flight to Ireland was in one of these little tin cans. It only seats like maybe 60 people, because it's one of the... Ryanair does them like every hour or something. It's only you're only in the air for 30 minutes of your 1 hour fly time. So it's 5 minutes to get up in the air. You fly for 20 minutes, and it's another 5 minutes down.
This night shall be ours.
You beat Thunderstorm! Hooray!
You know, perhaps it's not my concern, but I'm glad you and Yennefer have ended up together.
Tin can airplanes are the fucking worst.
You took your time.
Going to New Zealand, we were on the Boeing 747s, the really big ones, the Airbuses.
You know, when the wish lost its
No
way.
turbulence whatsoever, but in the tin cans, all you feel is turbulence.
Well, there we were, the two of us, on the mountaintop. I looked at her and felt like I was exactly where I was supposed to be, at long last.
My favourite form of transport is trains.
I'm
Because they're
glad we
comfy.
stayed.
Me too.
You can get up and wander around without getting told off by the hostesses.
They like you here.
I like them too. Oh, I'd love to join them. Drink and race, travel from town to town, not worry a whit about anything.
Something worrying you now?
Yeah, that's because America's weird. You don't have many trains. You've got loads of highways, but not many trains. And I feel like your country could really benefit from having a decent rail network.
The beginning, for me at least.
It seems you only have them for some freight stuff, and then the rest of it's just...
Don't worry about that yet. One thing at a time. You do know you can always count on me, whatever happens.
I do. Thank you, Geralt.
Carrie, America just doesn't have many trains. I think they've only got them on the coasts. They don't have any... They never developed a network system.
Me too. Being a witch is a burden sometimes.
As is my inheritance. I'd so like to be...
Europe's big. They've got a rail system.
Your life is yours exclusively. You choose who you are.
Geralt, you know that's never been true. All because of this damned elder blood. My gift. My curse. It granted me all of these powers, but it's also why I've spent my life fleeing, hiding.
Then it's time to end this. Once we defeat Eredin, you'll be free.
Really? Eredin's hardly alone. There are others. They have plans for me. It was the sorceresses of the Lodge once. Now it's my father. Even Yennefer.
You're forgetting Avalok.
This Saturday, I can't go.
Avalok's different. He is intent on my gift not falling into the wrong hands. Not spinning out of control. It's why he teaches me, protects me.
If you say so.
You doubt it?
There'll come a day when Avalok will ask you for a favor.
Perhaps. But if so, it will
Trains
be a
are
very,
great.
very long time from now.
I just love trains.
And I'm certain whatever it is, he'll give me a choice.
Yeah,
We'll have the
metro
option to
counts.
choose.
Like, subways,
right.
metros, they count. But there's nothing quite like getting a train from one end of a place
Let's
to
have
the
it.
other end.
I plan to learn how to juggle.
I like getting trains all the way across Scotland or all the way north of Scotland. That's
Enjoying yourselves?
it's just pleasant. You get on. Well, Scotland's quite unique in that you don't have to make many changeovers unless you're going south. When you go north, the only place you can really change anywhere is Perth. Like everything for Scotland for trains is in Glasgow, which is in south of it.
Bonfires.
Hooty, you're a woman of simple
jumpers.
pleasures. I
What
am.
more could you ask for?
Just
I could name a few things I'd trade it for.
get on the
It's a
train,
lot.
you get a good
Seems
table
concerned.
seat,
Things not
take
going
on a
well with
carry out on your lunch.
Lost cause.
Maybe bring
Man
our mate or
refused
two.
to trade.
And
I
you
said
just
I'd
go
buy
long
it. He
distance
asked for
and
3
you get
arms
to
and a
see some
host of legs, but
fantastic
one healthy
scenery
animal.
while you're at it. I
And
think
horses.
that's probably what sells me for
Have
it.
to find another way to get them.
I don't get travel sick on trains.
Trouble.
They've got great
I knew
scenery
you'd want
and
to
I can
know.
drink on them.
We mean to sneak into the man's stable. With 30 head, a few more or less won't make a difference in his life.
Remember that time you tried to force me into having a babysitter?
Coming
Because
with?
I do.
Of
When did
course.
Avalach do that? I think I can afford
There'll
it.
be another way to solve this. Just so happens I got some coin I could lend you.
We'd have no way to repay you.
Wouldn't have to.
A generous offer, but not one to resolve this situation. The merchant didn't object to our coin. He objected to us. I'll not trade with such scum. Believe those were his words. And if he'll not trade, we've
Oh,
no
I don't
choice
want to
but
get on a
steal
bullet
from
train.
him.
I like trains that don't go too quickly. See, in Scotland, there's too many hills, so they can't. Bullet trains are not feasible in Scotland because no one's willing to put into the work to build a flatter line.
What
And there's
can I
loads of
do?
hills as
Gotta
well.
help those in
Like-
need.
Yes,
From
yes, yes.
my town to Glasgow,
Must say, you didn't seem
train
that
spends
tight
a
to
lot
me.
of time just climbing up hills, and then it's got to be very slow going back down them so it
Meet by
doesn't
the
go too
stables.
quickly and miss a stop. So Krogan, if you ever come to Scotland, we'll just go on a train somewhere. You'll see why I like trains so much. They're just nice. You don't feel travel sick on them. It's just the best.
Hagar, keep a lookout. Ciri and I'll try to get inside.
All right.
Well, weren't that easy? Bullet train, but it goes for 3 seconds and crashes into Ben Wyvis. Yep. Trains, yeah, that sounds amazing, and I'm a little bit jealous, Krogan, because trains are just so good. Buses are too restrictive. You've got to sit down the entire time, and there's not enough legroom. Trains, I guess, you're a bit smaller.
Locked. Gotta find another way in. Here's the key. Quick, get him here.
Die, mutants!
Oops. So I used to ride horses a lot when I was younger. I think I rode them from when I was age 8 to age 14, 15. And I rode one horse in particular who would not lead. So if we went on a hack, which is when you go like trekking outside in the countryside with a horse, this horse could not be at the end. This horse could not be at the front. He had to be right in the middle. I think his name was Willie. He just wouldn't. He would fall, like, you wouldn't have to put your hands on the reins at all. You would just have to nudge him every so often. He would just follow the horse in front of him. But if he was the last horse in the line, or if he was the first horse in the line, he would just stop and he would stomp until another horse came and, like, nudged him along. He was a little shit.
Yeah, a nice change from killing monsters.
Thanks for your help. and for visiting.
It was so good to see you all again. Hang in there and take care of yourselves.
Don't forget us. So long.
I must bid Valdo farewell.
All right. See you at Dandelions then. Got some things to take care of in town.
See you, Geralt.
Willie was a right scoundrel. My favourite horse was this big horse called Rowan. She was great. She was black and white. She was descended from cart pulling horses. So she had the she had the hair on her feet. She also had a bit of a mustache, which, when she was drinking water, looked really funny. Horses do not interact. I like horses. I learned how to put their saddles on and how to put their bridles on, including the bit that goes in their mouth. I didn't like doing that because they get really foamy after a ride. Wash them and everything. So it's like, horse spit. I'd give them polos and it would be nice to me. Rowan was my favourite. There was another horse I rode called Tansy. She was a short thing. She was ginger and white. She had like white spots on her nose. And she's what I rode in the arena. And do I want to do Triss first? No, we're near Yennefer, so we'll do Yennefer. I've never heard of a mustachioed horse and I feel robbed of this. You should. Tansy, no. So we'd practice jumping and cantering in the arena. And I'd be on Tansy, canter in the corridor, come up the middle to do the jump, and she would just stop or swerve right in front of the jump. One time she did a complete right angle turn at full throttle, and I got thrown off her into the jump. So now, of course, clattered apart, and she just comes over and nudges my head like, "Are you okay?" And I'm just like lying in the dirt staring up at her like, "You did this!" Hey Becca, how's it going? One of my friends claims friends is touch horses and I have to stop her every time because that could kill her. Yeah, do not engage a horse that's a stranger.
Buy you a drink?
I'm afraid the dishwater's as good.
Horses are big, they're powerful, and they're stupid.
Was that your idea of
They spook far too easily.
Series.
As I thought. I'm glad you went with her.
I thought you'd be angry.
Angry? Why? Because you supported Ciri in her decision?
And I just got a message from the boy because I'm meant to be going away next Friday down to Glasgow to see some friends I haven't seen in over a year, and he's just said, just please be careful if your leg's still not that good, especially if you're going away, and it's made my heart melt a little bit.
How'd it go at the lodge? Anyone agree to help?
I'm afraid the situation's looking grim. Dangerous time.
I distrust horses as well. You definitely need to show them you're the boss.
Triss will tell you more.
Or you bring them polo mints, because they're suckers for polo mints.
Charming place. Why are you here?
I was able to establish Margarita's whereabouts, the prison in Oxenford. I also learned the identity of a man who escaped from there. He should arrive shortly.
What do you know about this fugitive?
I know he's the only one ever to escape from there.
I like how clean the white parts of Yennefer's outfits are. They're so clean, they're luminous.
He just walked in.
Oh, this is a fun quest. In that it's heartbreaking. Why are your face like that? Can you wash your face, please? I know you escaped from some sewers, but clean yourself.
Damn.
Creatures I don't trust. Donkeys. Donkeys are smart. So I got forced into babysitting the donkey a couple of weeks ago. Because my friend, just for like 5, 10, 15 minutes.
Damn it. Scaled the ladder. Guess I'm in for a roof walk.
Yeah, donkeys are why we didn't breed smart horses. Hello. Hey, I'm right here. Hey. Shetland ponies are small and full of rage. Shetland ponies are quite smart. I rode one called Pippa. She was great. Then I got too tall for her. And they were like, no, you can't ride her anymore.
I said I'd found him, not that I'd spoken to him.
What do you want from me? Let me be.
Calm
At least
down. We just
Yennefer
wanna
has the
chat.
decency to wear a full-length cape.
And then stick a shiv between my
No,
ribs,
don't trust
leave me in the
goats.
gutter.
Goats will
Look
eat
at us.
everything you
Do we
love.
look like bandits to you?
No, not really.
Be
glad
nice
you
to
agree.
goats, appreciate
Besides,
goats,
it'd
but
be
do not for
worthless to
1
observe.
second trust them with anything.
You shan't hurt me.
No. You're gonna tell us your story, then be on your way.
Oh, so be it. But we really ought to go back to Kate's. It's unwise to linger in the street.
Don't trust sheep either. Sheep are also stupid and freak easily.
Drink up.
Don't trust cows. Trust chickens.
What do you want?
To get into Geralt.
Find a hunter. Tell them you practice magic. They'll lock
Don't
you
trust
up lickety-split.
We need
geese.
to get in without anyone noticing.
Do you trust
Tell us how you
ducks?
escaped, then get on with your life.
Yeah, but I could be. You think you could beat a sheep in a fight? You think, and then you realize they're a lot bigger than you think. They're stupid strong. They're stupid fast, and some of them have horns.
They say no one gets out of Dayrod alive.
Aye, so they say. My thought? Why not try it dead?
The boy has.
Burn the corpses.
Yeah, I could body slap a sheep.
Start burning them until they learn
The
how
boy
to like myself
has
is.
scars on his chest
Before,
from when he's
they
been
dropped the
shearing
stiffs into the
rams
great
on his
pits.
farm.
The pit's connected to the sewers, and the sewers empty into the river. And once you reach
Because
the river,
they kick like fuck, especially when you're shearing them. And
So you played
they're just
dead.
mean.
No one caught on?
Because they don't understand that you're trying to do things that are good for them or be nice to them. They just panic.
learned a thing or
And
two
so they
about
flail.
tribes,
And
sleeping
then if they've got
mushrooms grew
horns,
on
they
the
just
walls of
fucking
my cell.
gore you.
And I found Belladonna in the prison yard. Just had to mash them together and eat the pulp.
Don't
an hour
trust sheep.
before evening rounds.
You might have lost your life.
I prefer to die on my own terms, were that to be my fate.
So theoretically we could get in the way you got out.
Assuming we don't mind the company of decomposing corpses.
And assuming you can squeeze through the grate. They barred the outlet to the river after I escaped.
Explosives could take care of that.
Did you know in
Half the
Chinese,
I've
the
bet
word for sheep and goat is the same?
Oxenfurt was built on
The only
elven
way that they
ruins.
can
Which have to connect to the sewers somewhere.
distinguish between sheep and goats is if they put the prefix, if they put the word mountain in front of the word for goat sheep, or the word field in front of the word goat sheep. That's how they tell the difference between goats and sheep in Chinese.
They
And
say
archaeologists,
better guarded
paleoarchaeologists,
than
because of the separation between goat and sheep is so recent,
The worst
and it's not
dregs,
yet complete,
rabid fanatics. If you only knew what they do to
they,
folk.
when they're writing papers about goat, sheep populations wherever, they just write goat sheep.
We only knew peace and holidays when they drink themselves
And
alive.
because there's no way to tell the difference between a goat or a sheep skull or a skeleton or anything. There's just
You know
no
how
way.
it is.
And you've learned something about goats and sheep today.
so hard.
One last bit of advice. Find a new tavern.
It's scientifically correct to refer to it as a goat sheep
Whatever
skeleton
your plans,
or sheep goat.
I hope they work out.
So do we. So long.
The amount of random bullshit knowledge I have in my brain is remarkable.
What he said about the guards could prove handy.
True. Things will go more
You have an
smoothly if we
archaeology
continue in
A
a
level?
different
What the
way.
fuck?
Zoltan ought to manage it. I'll ask him.
Let's meet on the Oxenfurt Bridge.
Something unusual?
Oh,
I'd give you a discount for heroic deeds, but the madam, well, you know.
Why would you drop out after the first year? That sounds so fucking fun. A levels are kind of what you do in the last 2 years of high school in England. It's when they go to college. So 17, 18, or 16, 17, 18 is when you're in college in England, and then you go to university, or you go to another college to do like your A levels and stuff. Oh, ask Solon for help. In Scotland, we don't have the same education system. So we start high school at 12 years old. We call that S1 or first year. So for the first 2 years in high school, you're not doing any qualifications or anything. You're just learning. So that's S1 and S2. And third and fourth year, S3 and S4, they don't have them anymore. They have something, I think they're called Nat 5s. They were called standard grades. So you would do them for 2 years, and then at the end of 2 years you do your exams. And I did 9 standard grades when I was in high school. The average is doing 8, but because I was sporty, I did PEs and extra actual class. And I got the award for it, and then didn't get the best grade in class, but that doesn't matter. I totally flunked that exam. In 5th year in high school, so that's when you're 16, 17, you do something called your hires, or if you're not quite good enough for your hires, you do your intermediate 2s or your intermediate 1s. And that all depends on how well you did in your standard grades. So I did everything on credit, that means A's and B's. So if you're not quite good enough at that class, you'll do general, which is C's and D's, and then foundation. So those are your standard grades. You go foundation, general, credit. I did all credits, which meant I went into my hires. If you did well in your hires in 5th year, you could go on to doing your advanced hires in 6th year. And I did, initially I was doing 2 advanced hires and a higher in my 6th year. I did advanced higher biology, advanced higher art, and higher chemistry. And I dropped art. Because I kind of...
Nice talking to you. See you later.
I didn't drop out of school, I just stopped going for a while, but my advisor, the person in charge of my clan, my year group in high school, was pretty pally with me, so she just signed me being absent with permission, and I would come in, I would do the tests. We had to do these stupid tests. They're called NABs, which just means they're from the National Assessment Banks, but to sit the exam you had to do the NABs. So I would come in, do those, I'd come in, do any lab work I had to do that was compulsory to do with a teacher, and then I just taught myself the class otherwise, and I got a B in higher chemistry and a B in advanced higher biology teaching myself that year. And then what did I do for my hires? Did English, art, biology, history, and maths. And I got 2 A's and 3 B's. I got told I was going to fail history because I wrote some very, very scathing essays about Neville Chamberlain, who was the Prime Minister of Britain just before the Second World War. He was the one that was really pally with Hitler and came back with the, was it the Munich peace agreement? And just said, oh, this is peace in our time. Well, the adversary thing's from the Lady of the Lake, by the way. Sari meets him on her way to Tirnala and takes her to Ober. Yeah, fuck Neville Chamberlain. I called him a spineless jellyfish in one of my essays, and my history teacher loved him. She thought he was great, and I was just like, no. The whole Second fucking World War could have been avoided if he'd just done his job. And he died of lung cancer before the end of the Second World War.
Novigrad's hierarchs have taken great care to eradicate any and all memories.
Yeah, Churchill and Chamberlain were both huge, massive dickheads, and they just...
They have no recollection of how far and where they extend. And I'm absolutely
anyway, she wrote, we had to do this thing called an extended essay, which was an essay in exam things, but we had one sheet of paper we could bring in with info about it, and my essay was just scathing review of Neville Chamberlain. When she read my draft, she told me I was going to fail history, because my opinions on like a lot of historical things were just did not match hers. And then when it came back, I got an A on it, and then I got an A on my exam in general. Because one thing you could do after you got all your exam results was you could ask the teachers to give you a breakdown of what your results were like. And when I rocked up to her and be like, hey, so how did I actually do in the exam? She just looked at me. And I don't think I ever got my breakdown. She just wouldn't acknowledge that I got an A in history.
But I managed to find 2 brawny and obliging passers-by who agreed to remove the impediment. For a modest fee, naturally. Here.
What is this?
Use it once you find Rita.
I didn't. One of the things I had been looking forward to in history was that they used to do the Spanish Civil War, but not anymore. They don't teach that anymore, and I thought that would have been really interesting to learn about. My other history teacher, however, who I used to have, she agreed with me.
Oh, joy.
And she thought I was a great student. And I also fell out with one of my English teachers over the interpretation of some poems. So for higher English, a lot of my English teachers were super keen on us doing Scots stuff, only Scottish stuff. Unfortunately, there's no Scottish plays we could do, but instead of doing Shakespeare, like Romeo and Juliet or whatever, I still don't know Romeo and Juliet, we did The Crucible by Arthur Miller, which I really enjoyed. Great play. Super fun. Sis.
Tomb Raider. Seems this one liked elven stuff.
Anyway, we read this poem by Norman McCaig. It was about New York. And my interpretation of it wasn't anything like that particular teacher's interpretation of it. And then she would start... Oh no, it was Keats! And was it an Ode to an Autumn's Day or something like that? Totally disagreed with her analysis of Keats, and she was like, it's not like that in a textbook. And then another student, all of us hated this one teacher, another student raised her hand and said, but didn't you say you wanted to encourage us to have our own interpretations of the meanings of the poem? And we both got sent out for causing a ruckus in class. Yeah, different interpretations of poetry is the point, but our interpretations were so wildly different from hers that she fucking hated it. And then that was another, we had our prelims, we do preliminary exams in Scotland, so you can sit exams a couple of months before the actual exams, so if you fail an exam, you've kind of got something to fall back on. And I had written my essay about one of these poems, and this was another instance of she'd marked it herself, but then it got counter-marked by a different English teacher. She failed me for my analysis, and then the other teacher gave me an A, saying this is really great analysis, I've not seen this take before, blah 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 blah. And I was kind of sat there like, stop forcing your own opinions on me. But my teacher for literature, not poetry, but like but for plays and for books, novels, really liked my analysis of all the books and plays that we did. Yeah, that teacher wasn't that great, but she lives in my village, and she actually gave me a lift into work one time. So I can't. She did like me as a person. She just didn't like my analysis of English, which I think, as an English teacher, you can't really... No, never force your interpretation on others. By all means, share your interpretation, but never ever force it. So the book we read was called The Cone Gatherers. And it's a miserable fucking book. It's set during the First or Second World War. It's set in Scotland during one of the World Wars, and it's about a pair of brothers who go gathering pine cones. So they need to gather pine cones to plant them because all the trees had been getting cut down for the war. And one of the brothers, this seems to be a very common trope in miserable books, is mentally handicapped.
This'll come in handy.
And there's another, there's a hunter, Juror. Basically, it's a very sad story, very, very sad book. And it is very reminiscent of Mice and Men. And I actually ended up comparing John Steinbeck and Robin Jarvis quite a few times. That's the author of it, Robin Jarvis, in my essay. Math teachers, though, so fucking annoying. I had good math teachers. I count myself lucky for the math teachers I had. Who did I had? Who did I had? I had Mr. Sinclair. He was good. But I was sat right next to his son.
Wall looks brittle.
So I was kind of competing with his son for being one of the smart arses in school. And so math became a complete and utter competition between me and this guy's son. And then there was another. Why won't you dive? Geralt, please. There's stuff down there. Please dive. I know it's poopy water, but there's stuff down there, and we like loot more than we hate poop. So it's me, this guy called Angus, and this guy called Richard, and we were just constantly competing with each other for being the smartest people in the class. I had a real arrogance complex when I was a kid, teenager. Still kind of do, but at least I'm self-aware of it. But I completely fucked up my higher exams anyway, so I got pulled into this class meeting for... There was like 20 kids were selected from throughout the school for a meeting about getting straight A's in your hires for going on to do veterinary medicine or like law and stuff. Like they wanted people who were smarter than the rest. And then my grades came back and they all expressed, until my English teacher, who was that teacher who was signed me off in my 6th year, was like, hang on now. There whatchamacallit, there are outstanding circumstances as to why she didn't do so well, and considering she didn't sit her prelims and had nothing to fall back on, she did very well. She was great. What a good teacher. How come you never got the chance to do your higher, Spaghetto? Right, I'm going to meditate real quick, because now I don't... Oh no, I can't meditate. I can just go into the meditation menu. That's weird. No breaks for Geralt today. Can't just nap on this. My higher chemistry teacher was pretty good as well. He was very understanding about me just not turning up to class sometimes. And he died recently, actually. I think he had a stroke. Or he had a heart attack, one or the other. Yeah, I was upset to hear that he died, but apparently he'd been a bit weird to some other people. I used to be friends with his daughter as well. A lot of the teachers in my school had their kids in the same school, which I always thought was strange. But they would usually try and make it so that you weren't teaching your own child. But it also meant that if they knew their kid didn't like someone and they shared the same biases, it could make it a living hell. Because our vice head teacher, I did not get along with his daughter, so he always singled me out for things which naturally really didn't appreciate. But also he didn't like my brother because his son didn't get along with my brother either. I hate close quarters. Oh, that was close.
Margarita.
Who's that? Geralt. God, I'm hallucinating.
Getting you out of here.
It's pointless. We'll never open it without the key. The warden keeps them with him at all times. His room is upstairs.
Be right back.
My higher biology teacher was the fucking best. We always had the double period on a Friday after lunch with him. So we do the first hour as learning, and then the second hour was just watching TV. That's all we did. So we watched, oh, there was one show. It's called My Family and Other Animals. We watched all of that because it did have some biology in it. It had some zoology. We watched a lot of Blue Planet, a lot of Planet Earth. He was the best biology teacher, and he also encouraged us to doodle in class. And I made a drawing of a Margay cat from memory, and he framed it and put it in his classroom. Then when he retired, he took it home, and I got told by some friends of mine who regularly go around to his house for dinner, he still has it framed in his living room, and he's just the fucking best. I saw him a couple of years ago. He came into one of the places I used to work. Alright, looks like I'm killing all of them. Boy howdy, here I go killing again. And nearly getting killed in the process. Holy shit. I fucked up. I really fucked up. None of that. And none of that either. Well, my read science teacher spent like 45 minutes actually doing the lecture and then just play cat videos for the rest of the day. And after we finished the exam, we'd spend the next few days watching a movie. That's pretty cool. Why do you keep countering me really well? I don't like it. How do you like being on fire, dickhead? Twat. I didn't like when we got teachers that were so good at their jobs they quit, because I had my PE teacher and my gymnastics coach quit because she was really good at it, and she got she got a job up in Aberdeen where she could do it properly. And this was after one of the girls in our class broke her arm. That was a horrible day in gymnastics. We were learning how to do backward handsprings or backflips. And a friend of mine who had done gymnastics training before moving up here. So she got encouraged to go first. So she did a round off and then jumped backwards. Oh, hello. Don't really appreciate that. One teacher. Oh, I remember you mentioning the teacher getting fired for sleeping with a student. That's... Oh boy. No bueno. One of our teachers got suspended because he'd been sexually harassing some of the girls. He was a chemistry teacher. I never had him. Thank fuck. I think I had him for like 3 classes and then I got moved out. You'd think the prison wardens, the commander's thing would have much better shit in it, but it doesn't. One of my physics teachers got married to one of the English teachers, but I wasn't keen on that English teacher, and I wasn't too keen on him either, actually. He was a bit of a prick. They have kids now. They've both lost a lot of weight, which is really good for them.
What are you doing?
Yen insisted on coming.
Isn't there meant to be another person here? Did I not simulate my Witcher 2 save properly, or did I lie at the start?
What have they done? When I get my hands on those whoresons,
I'll gladly help. If I live to see it.
I must take her from here immediately.
Who's the sorceress who, if you mess with the
I can't pass
megascope in Witcher 2?
You'll need to get out on your own.
Don't like portals anyway. Go.
Oh, Sheila de Tanzerfil. Yeah, I think I did kill her. If you don't kill her, you find her in here and you can mercy kill her, or you can leave her to die very, very slowly. Either way, she's dead. Like, any which way about it, she dies. Oh, Spaghetto, if you have read the Witcher books, do you know if Yorvith is present in any of the rest of them? High school is fucking awful. Like, me, the boy, and our pal Ian regularly like meet up and discuss shit about high school and about how glad we are not to be in it anymore. Right, I would like to see you. That guard totally did not just see me jump out of the prison.
You heard? A major uprising. They've rioted in Dayrad. Let them come. They'll taste mine.
Yeah. I'm gonna visit the blacksmith here. Or no, I'll just... No. I need to visit Hattori, because Hattori's got all my money, and I want it back. It was bad, but boy howdy, I wish I was there rather than where I am now. Why would you ever wish that? We frequently discuss what we would have done differently, and in my case, there wasn't anything less I could do differently. I was more depressed in high school than I am now, so I'm quite happy to be out of it. The only reason why I would want to go back to high school was I was able to do gymnastics and sports back then. Well, I was going to go see Hattori. What am I doing over here? Extenuating circumstances. That's what I was trying to... You could pay me enough money to relive it, but it would cost close to £1 million. If not more than.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Listen, would you craft something
Is
for
the
me?
story actually funny, or is it going to make me heart inside spaghetti? See, I liked learning in high school because I just absorbed information like a sponge. I didn't have to study until I did chemistry in my last year in high school. I had never had to study before that. Like, there was a few things where I had to remember dates for history, that was about it, whereas I actually got the sequence of events and everything in the right order. I just couldn't remember what date they happened on specifically. But that was the... Before then, I never had to study. My name is not Spaghetto Happy. Oh no. So I was one of those people who got to university and then realized they had to start studying and revising and did not know how. I did not know how to sit down and just make myself learn stuff, because I would read things and I was like, I know this, but if I tested myself, I wouldn't know it. It's annoying. I mean, you shouldn't really, well, I shouldn't really complain about it, but it's quite, look how much stuff I've sold him. So many things, Hattori, and you buy all of it.
So long.
It's quite frustrating being capable and then being completely incapable. Because it kind of went from 0 to 100. Like, first year uni, totally fine, got through that without having to revise much. And then second year, it was kind of like, alright, okay. Like, if I got a bad grade, it kind of reflected on the fact that I just wasn't doing anything. And in third year, totally just shat the bed. Really fucked up in third year. But then it just became apparent that I'm not good at doing exams, because all my essays, all my scientific projects, everything came back with A's. But if I did an exam, because I couldn't remember specifics, even though I had a good grasp of the core concept and of the overall thing, I couldn't actually remember specific things, and that's what they were looking for.
Have you lost your mind? You went after Imlerith by yourselves? To the Sabbath?
By yourselves? I'm Triss. I've got a really high girly voice.
Ciri had to do it. I couldn't let her go alone. You'd have done the same in my boots. Besides, I was there the whole time. Had the situation under control. Mind
I'm
if we change the
Triss.
subject?
I've got a light, airy voice.
Any success with the launch? Anyone out there willing to help?
I know Krogan's clipping this right now.
Ida outright refused.
Alright.
while Francesca won't
regret
budge
nothing.
from her little realm with a war raging. We don't know about Fringilla. Haven't been able to contact her.
Yen and I rescued Margarita.
I know. Dandelion set her up in a room upstairs. She's resting, slowly recovering.
What about Kira and Philippa?
Kira? I thought you, of all people, would know.
Few can refuse a sorceress. And Kira Metz certainly had her ways. But when she demanded the Mage Alexander's notes, I had to turn her down. Kira needed that, as she needed the impetus to start anew. She found it where she least expected to. Years later, known for discovering the cure for the Catriona plague, she was thankful none remembered her time in hiding as a village witch. I've seen worse.
Again with a really weird cough.
And I hope things work out for us, and we find Philippa and Rita. Did a little investigating. Learned some interesting things.
Namely?
Want the long or the short version?
Short, because I can't be arsed listening to you, Triss.
Yes.
In short, she was here, at this inn, under our noses the whole time. Transformed, seated on her perch with a dimeridium band on her leg.
Zoltan's owl?
Mm-hmm.
So why isn't she here anymore?
Because Zoltan lost her in a card game a few days ago.
Yes, Bag, that's awful. Yeah, that sounds very Zoltan-y.
Zoltan for you.
A man showed up here, fleeced Zoltan bare, then proposed they play for the owl. Naturally, he won, then politely thanked Zoltan for the game and left.
Who was it? Know where he lives?
He's not from here. No one knows him.
Great. We got any leads?
We have this.
One whole feather.
The owl's feather? Thinking divination?
Specifically hydromancy, and a form of sortilege. We need a fountain where we won't be disturbed.
Alright, let's go.
One outside the Passiflora could work.
Good idea. Let's go. We're here.
Nice and quiet. Shouldn't be any disturbances.
Let's begin. Observe the water's surface carefully. We can't let anything go unnoticed. Graham et thuir, Robert Necale, Alfelte. Graham et thuir, Deagnis Kerle, Espirshena a et Clace.
Looks familiar. A bathhouse. I know the place. Dijkstra. He has her. At his bathhouse. Might have guessed as much. Was that the past or the future?
The recent past. We have to hurry.
Let's go to the bathhouse. Might not be too late.
Come on.
And this is leading us up to my favourite quest. Killing King Radovid.
Get there in time.
Who's only 17 years old.
The possibilities are many. Could be Dijkstra that got hurt.
Not likely.
Kids can be ridiculously cruel.
For sending assassins after him.
But
Philip was weakened, no doubt about it.
Weakened, maybe.
I don't know a remedy to
Still a
it.
powerful sorceress. If Dijkstra's men take the Dimeridium off, Philippa will kill them before they can say, oh shit.
It took a lot growing up for me to learn how to practice mindfulness and whatnot.
Watch out!
Guess they underestimated Philippa.
Geralt, kid killer. Teen killer, thank you.
Surrender! This place is a maze, witch! You'll never get out!
The front door is literally right over there.
damn fools! After her!
We'll handle this.
Oh no, no, no! The sorceress stays here.
Stay here, Triss, in case she tries to flee this way.
Be careful. She might be blind, but she's still dangerous. And don't hurt her.
Damn, she cast a spell on him.
He's got a knife. Son of a whore. Fucking come on!
Back in, come on! Sorry, Dijkstra.
I am your master now. You're to protect me, understood?
No, don't make me kill Bart! Do not! Bart, please, no! He's just a kid.
No, past go. Bertie, birdie, no, say.
Damn it, cast a spell on him too. She's hurt. Did you see that? I want to help her.
Birdie, no, past go, say. But no, let past go.
Ever had a stomach ache?
Ache?
I don't care if this takes longer. I will not kill Bart. I love trolls. They deserve to live.
But no want. Drowner make egg very bad.
Let me pass. I can help her.
But let past go. Witcher help.
Thank you, Bart.
I want to help you.
Help me die? Don't hold your breath.
I'm not out to hurt you.
Bollocks!
Bollocks!
You will not take me.
I want to help you.
Ha! Forgive me, but I just don't believe you.
Ah, really? Really? A fire elemental? Nope. Wrong thing. None of that! Bollocks. The word bollocks is a fantastic word. I'm glad the Americans have it. Why are you taking no damage, sir? Oh, because I'm attacking you with my steel sword. Geralt, why did you change swords? Absolutely none of that. Right, come on, Philippa.
What's happened? So quiet all of a sudden?
Gary wanted to challenge himself. He sure did.
Stop squirming. If I wanted to kill you, you'd be long dead by now.
What do you want? To torment me? To watch others do so?
I I need your help.
Poor Philippa, she's been through a lot. You can't blame her for reacting like this. Also, I really like her hair.
I will.
Relax. Not planning on it. Triss is outside. She'll explain everything.
I just wish they would wear some proper clothing once in a while. Me too.
Deepest apologies, but the lady will come with me.
Dijkstra, I don't have time for this. Get out of my way.
I've no quarrel with you, Geralt, but Phil and I have lots to talk about. Remember the assassins you sent after me, darling Phil? A grave error. Such matters ought to be handled personally, as I will now demonstrate.
Proper supporting clothing and proper, you know, modest clothing.
I remember you, little Bond, but this is no time for a lover's quarrel.
But it's an excellent time to settle a score. Philippa will come with me and answer for all the courtesies she's paid me.
Always knew the value of information, Dijkstra.
Which is why I don't believe you have anything I don't already know.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard wasn't able to sway the Trade Corporation.
Opposition nibbling at his arse, eh? Seems the White Flame won't dance on the graves of his foes much longer.
His daughter has returned. The Emperor wants to abdicate, give her the throne.
Cyrilla? Impossible.
I don't mind telling him these things.
Shift the tide of war, provided,
because, you know,
you're not mistaken.
It's not going to be around much longer.
Emperor
Have a safe drive home, Becca.
So, information's firsthand.
Emir's a lying whore.
When it comes to his daughter's future.
I love how much balls Dijkstra, as Ralph told me, an overweight normal guy has to sit here and threaten a sorceress and a witcher.
Change on the Imperial throne could bring the war to an end. Radovid's sure to be delighted. If Emir sounds the retreat, there'll be no force left that could possibly stop that madman, especially in light of our bloody aborted plan.
You didn't actually believe you could do it. Radovid's crazy, but he's no idiot. Knows all too well there are dozens out there who'd...
What's he even going to do right now?
I understand you.
Slap someone?
You want to kill Radovid? Well, Siggy, I am impressed.
Look at this, I diffused a very tense situation.
Sadly, as you well know,
I'm a
Radovid
good
sought refuge
good
on a
little
boat. He's
negotiator.
guarded so closely, I'd not be at all surprised to learn he shares his bed each night with 2 sentries.
You know too much, Phil. Yet one more reason why you must die.
Let her talk.
Think you might want to hear her out. Dare say Philippa despises Radovid at least as much as you do.
I'm content someone apart from myself has finally gotten the idea to rid the world of the degenerate.
Save your praise for others. I couldn't give a shit.
Currently, only 2 individuals stand to draw Radovid off his boat. Emir and myself.
You'd agree to be the bait?
I fear you'd be hard-pressed to convince Emir to dangle himself as such.
Fat fucking
Dingle dangle.
Geralt, I wouldn't trust this cunt to hard-boil my eggs.
Rightly so, I'm terrible with eggs. But think on this. Radovid hears that you've captured me. Will he not throw caution to the wind? Will he not jump at the chance?
Does he even have a sword? No, he doesn't have a sword, but it's Dijkstra. He'll just go ham.
Geralt, get her out of here before I burst a testicle. And then we must meet with our friends. I've leased a warehouse portside. Be sure to come.
Alright, before we leave, we're gonna do this.
Sorry to take so long, but I had to deal with the guards.
Before I burst a nut. How can you not love him? Because he's a dickhead and he betrays me.
I've been better.
And Roach and Vess.
Gonna be all right.
Can't abide by that.
Thanks for your help.
Wait, have we unlocked that quest yet? No. Nustabutt? Yep. Oh! Need to speak to Triss about a statue. Triss! What is this? Why can't I speak to Yennefer about it? Nah, we're not doing anything with the ladies. Why are you running like you're still holding onto a sword, Geralt? Because you're not. That's better. Why are you sad, Spaghetto? To be honest, I barely remember the second game story. Was it Phil? What was it Phil did again? The lodge was manipulated by Emir into overthrowing the kings. They were responsible for so the Lodge of Sorcerers, the lodge was responsible for
Got some coin I'd like to convert into crowns.
creating upset between the different northern realms, and then he hired Letho to go in and kill the kings just to totally throw it over. But what the lodge was meant to do was to destabilize relations between the other ones. But they were acting out with Emir's thing. What they were wanting was they were wanting a bit more of a united thing and to end all wars or something like that. No, that's what they were doing. The Lodge of Sorceresses. But Letho's murdering of the king revealed that they were manipulating them like that. And that's why no one trusts the lodge anymore. I think. Yeah, you would have to look it up because it's quite convoluted and long-winded. Best quest, best quest. Satisfying quest, best quest, satisfying quest.
Stop staring, you'll jinx our work. Where you walking, dimwit? Boring.
I like that they're plotting the death of a king right across the water from him. Hurrah! Don't be sad, Spaghetto. Do I have any good stories? I once got into such a big sneezing fit I got a hiccuping fit during a math test once. I got kicked out of class.
Witcher Geralt. Get in here.
Because I'd finished the test.
Boss awaits upstairs.
That's a good story.
You bloody tell us what this is about.
Just as soon as Geralt arrives.
I'm right here. What up?
Witcher, at last. Now, we're all present.
Then up the fucking creek. Why have you summoned us? Radovid's on his ship. We'll not get to him there, I've told you.
Stop it! I've an idea how to draw him onto dry land. But all in due course. Let's start by confessing our sins.
Yeah, we're getting real close to killing a real Nazi. In the Witcher universe, anyway.
Bloody bravo.
Now, it's not a disaster. The Lady Sorceress is highly unlikely to warn the brat. What's more, she's willing to help us kill him. Naturally, it's nothing I'll ever agree to. But Phil, she's inspired me. Call her my muse.
Inspired you to do what?
Patience. We've yet to get to the substance of the matter. Geralt, do I recall correctly that Radovid's hired you to find Philippa?
Why did Dijkstra just spell? I don't know why he just spoke Latin.
Only thing I've found is her hideout. What's your point?
We can use Philippa without involving her, provided you help. Radovid expects you to report to him, bring him information about her. All you need to do is mention her name, intimate that you've a lead, you're on her trail.
Oh, he'll swallow that. Hook, line, sinker, and a good bit of the rod as well.
Story. I had a history professor who only wore tweed jackets and elbow patches all year until the last day of the semester. We came in a leather jacket and wore bike riding boots. The girls sat next to me and went, "Oh my god, Daddy!" Then he came to ask us why we were laughing. That is a great story, SDK. Is there a Roman Witcherland? No. But when you read through the different bestiary entries, the books, not the actual bestiary, they do have Latin names for some of the monsters.
Let's say Radovid bites, believes me, and none of that's a given.
Sure, nobody's listening in on this in the form of some kind of night hunting bird of prey.
Somewhere where we can easily set a trap and ambush. Suggestions?
You can even hear it hoot.
Built up both sides. Lots of nooks, gates. Easy to block off.
Worst part is he is daddy as fuck.
Good idea.
Wait, can you get a picture of him, SDK? Because now we need to see it.
Half on the other by the gate, and in the middle.
Hooty, are you no? How
You see,
could you ever
all we
suggest
ask is
that?
You invite Radovid out for a stroll, bring him to the bridge.
That's
We'll
a,
take
why
care
would
of the
you?
rest. So what'll it be?
Why would you ever suggest that I am Philippa Eilhart? Right, I'm in. I want to commit regicide.
What then? There'll be an uproar in the city.
And actually, you know,
Need a place where we
be
can wait it
appropriately blamed for
Thought of that
killing a
already.
king.
Remember Madame Arena's theatre?
I will
Abandoned now,
hoot
not a
hoot.
soul looks
No,
there. Tala and I will await you there.
not me.
Await us? Unwilling to risk your own necks?
Not the point. Dijkstra and I have many cocksucking virtues, but fighting ability's just not one of them. One as fit for that as we are for a bleeding beauty pageant.
He'd win a beauty pageant,
My people are battered.
Tyler.
They'll manage. You just bring them the king.
Do what I can. Where's his ship moored these days?
Just round the corner in Novigrad's port. And for your sake, I hope he's in a good mood when you look in on him.
It's totes not me.
The bridge must be clear.
My lads will make sure of that.
Guards round the temple, what about them? Won't they bloody congregate?
I am excited. You have to appreciate his dedication to that monocle. It's a good monocle though. He suits it.
Philippa? What the hell are you doing here?
Geralt, don't ask questions you know the answers to. It makes you look stupid.
You think he's married? Oh no.
Eavesdropping on your conversation, naturally.
I have some bad stories about professors at my university who are married with children and would snog girls at the graduation party.
Fall for such a crude ruse.
Radovid's lost his mind. Doesn't
Yeah,
think
really
rationally
bad.
anymore. That's why.
That is why he may very well choose to torture
Like he was a
you,
fit and
even if he
attractive.
brought me to him in chains.
No, he was
Just
fit,
because.
but he wasn't attractive to me anyway.
Why even tell me this? Concerned about me that much?
But yeah,
Not at all. It's because I think it vital that Radovid
may or may not have slept with a married professor by accident. SDK, wow.
You don't fuck it up. Here, take this.
How? Why? How?
Etched in the ruby.
It belonged to Vizimir, Radovid's father.
And was their
Handle that and
relationship
you may
already
believe you
strained,
captured
or
him. He might even choose to trust you.
did you know?
Helpful. Thanks.
Don't mention it. Believe me, I'm prepared to do much more. To
To my
be rid
defense, I
of
didn't know
Radovid.
he was married. Okay.
Good luck, Geralt. You'll need it.
That owl flew away really slowly and with too many flaps. That's a shitty owl, Philippa. You were incredibly tanked. Oofed. Right, my aim, I think, is to try and finish this quest. Because I think that would be a very good high note to finish up on. And then the next stream on Saturday will be finishing the main story.
Oh.
What's with your walking?
I'm guilty of sleeping with a friend who was in a relationship at the time, but you know, he was completely sober and could have not done it.
Let's go kill some monsters.
Whoa.
Take zero responsibility for that. This was when I was like 17? Yeah, 17. No, 16. The legal age of consent in Scotland is 16, by the way. And, yeah. There's been a lot of sexual tension between the both of us. And then he came to visit for a week. And I'd broken up with my boyfriend 2 weeks earlier. And...
An audience.
Yep.
Got new information about Philip.
And he told his girlfriend.
I'll need your weapons.
I didn't really speak to him for about 3 years.
Me. Your Majesty, the Witcher, with news of Philip.
What the fuck is the sex? It's a mystery. Don't worry.
I hope you brought something better than magic crystals this time.
I know where she is.
Perhaps. Or perhaps you seek to trick me, like the others.
I'm a professional. Got a reputation to uphold. Be stupid.
Gary, don't have sex, otherwise it might loose your powers. You could be a child of the elder blood and we won't know because they won't manifest until you lose your virginity.
My father's ring. Philippa used it to stamp her decrees, then distribute them as the word of the king. Where is she?
Under your nose, sire. In Novigrad. In a house on the bridge leading to Temple Isle.
God, can you imagine if she made more of herself too? Just a bunch of little Carries. Don't. I don't want to imagine. I'm sorry, Carrie.
Then stole this ring as
There's only enough space in this universe for one of you.
Do you fear her?
No. You want to kill her yourself. With your own hands. I know this.
You shall come with me. Hubrecht, gather the men.
How many, sire?
All of them.
This little prick's gonna die. He's gonna die. And I'm so excited. I just can't hide it.
Well,
why is his thing so shiny?
Like I said, house on the bridge, closer to the other end.
Close off this end. We need no guests, no innocent bystanders, or witnesses. Damian, Duke, Egbert, Freak, Caspar. You shall stay here, secure the rear, and kill the Witcher.
None of that.
You don't know where Philip is hiding. Not exactly, without me.
Fret not. We'll manage. Naturally, it would be easier with your help, but...
He names her kid Freak. I think it's the second name.
You know too much.
Which, it's still bad. Wouldn't you just, you know, either not have kids as a dude or just marry out of the family?
I've had men killed for less.
Oh man, I can't wait to kill you, you fucking arsehole.
Any last words?
You're a cunt.
Fuck!
Free the Witcher, then Radovid.
That isn't even your sword, Geralt.
Hang on, Geralt. On our way.
Freaka. Yeah.
Thanks for your help.
Plan's gone to hell. So be it. We'll improvise. Follow me, Geralt. We must get to Radovid before reinforcements arrive.
Need some hanged man venom. And I've got bombs, I've got potions. Can I meditate? No.
Not too late to surrender.
Button smashy! God, I'm just slicing through them like a hot knife through butter. Oofed. I'm gonna lurk. Okay, Spaghetto. We'll probably be wrapping up real soon because we're near the end of this quest.
Open up! I command you to open the door!
Merely to ask. That settles the score. And that was from the heart. Forgive me. I could not deny myself the pleasure.
Fucking power move, Philippa.
How did she? Where? Why? How the fuck?
I really want to see Roach without his weird underwear hat.
And you didn't
I think he'd be quite handsome.
Lads, the time to discuss this is later.
Button up your shirt vest.
It matters not by whose hand. Mission accomplished. Now let's get the hell away. Place will be thick with Redanians in minutes.
Let's go.
She is a badass little Hooty, and I am proud to ally myself with her. She just waltzed in there and totally fucking ruined them. Excellent. You think the hat's like a part of him, like it might be parasitic. Like those little aliens in Futurama. The little slug things. Brain slugs? Nah.
Well, what? Is it done?
It's done. Though all did not go according to plan. More on that later. First, a stiff drink and a toast. The North. Temeria.
Temeria!
Bloody Temeria!
Temeria. Ah. What now, Roach? A new guerrilla campaign against the Black Ones?
No. The war just ended.
How's that? There's something I don't know about?
I'd say so. You see, tomorrow at noon, the commander of Army Group Center will sign a truce in Emir's name. A truce whose wording we agreed with Dijkstra.
So back there in Velen, when the trolls nabbed you?
Yes, I was returning from the last round of talks. Emir will keep Edion and Lyria, but in exchange for Radovid's head and a stop to guerrilla activities, he will withdraw from Temeria.
Which will become the Empire's vassal state.
Self-ruled internally, with its own courts, administrative structures and army. The silver lilies will bloom neath the rays of the great sun. So I say, were I a poet.
You are a fucking poet,
not,
Tyler.
So all I'll say is there was no other fucking way.
Haven't told me the whole truth.
You're right on that account. We know you're bloody allergic to politics, decided to emphasize majors and whatnot.
If it were done when 'tis done, then 'twere well it were done quickly. That but this blow might be the be-all and end-all here.
You're a shite actor, Dijkstra.
What's that?
Vakmeth, Act 1, Scene 7. Always wanted to play that. Never cast as anything but a halberdier. Geralt, What Tala told you, put it out of your mind. There will be no truce with Nilfgaard. Redania, under my enlightened rule, will fight on until it wins. And when it does, it will unite all the North, including Temeria.
Fuck this. It's been enough
This
death.
is not what we plough and agreed.
True. Instead, we insisted on one realm's questionable sovereignty, and to recover it, we gave Emir virtually all the North's other kingdoms. It was not a wise arrangement. So, no deal.
You two-faced Horson. I will not allow this.
Actually, you...
I know, but I don't like him and he kills Roach, which I will not stand by. I love my boy Roach.
Why the hell would I understand?
And
Because you
we can
too
put a stop to
are
all the deaths now.
Geralt, this doesn't concern you. You may go. Fare thee well on your path, or whatnot.
Can't let you kill them, Dijkstra.
Oh, hard luck. Then you'll die with them.
Ah, you're bold to
Kill them
sim.
all.
Why? Hang on. My buttons aren't working. Again. Right. Right. I will be right back, because I think I'm going to have to switch my controller off. Yeah, fun fact. It's not letting me fight. So, they didn't need my help at all. Legends. You got this, Roach. I believe in you. Yeah. That was fucking weird.
Bloody hell! Bugger me sideways.
Yeah, they had it totally handled. I think Geralt was just like, maybe the game was protesting and was like, do something
The
different.
envoy is due to meet the Nilfgaardians tomorrow. No doubt Dijkstra ordered him killed. We'll need to protect him.
Sorry, you're on your own.
You've had your fill of politics, I understand. Once it's over, come to Vizima. You'll be received with honors. Farewell, Wolf.
If I come back to Vizima, can we share a bed again, please, Roach? I know we snuggled up once or twice during The Witcher 2. Nice big cuddle. Anyway. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but I couldn't... Triggers weren't working. The only thing I could do was press start and it wouldn't even let me pull out my crossbow. That was so weird. Anyway. We're just going to finish off the final preparations quest and then that'll be it done proper. Wrong way out. And then it'll be time for Catcharky's stream. I'm not sure what she's streaming. Is she streaming Portal 2? I'm also sad he didn't get to keep his tattoo from 2. But it's probably for the best. Let's... Why won't it let me meditate? Does it still think I'm in battle? It does. I think my game's wigged out. Oh well. It's fine.
Positively divine.
Lord, a reaper's come for me.
Nope. The eternal struggle of life, that's the battle you're still in. Yeah, I guess.
Geralt,
What is it?
Nothing just yet, but something's afoot. Philippa and Margarita want to speak to me.
They say about what?
No, but I have my suspicions.
That happened to me in Skyrim. Battle music never ended. Yeah, I had the Velen music would never stop at one point as well. You got
nothing
this.
To be afraid of. Just go. Listen to what they have to say.
And if they try to force me into something?
You're
Can't believe
fine.
You'd ever let them. Margarita's only ever cared about your education. Doubt she'll try to drag you into politics. Philip is tougher, plays a mean game, but ultimately respects those who hold to their views. If she makes you an offer, and you firmly turn it down, she'll respect that.
Thanks, Geralt.
Well, go. Don't give him any more time to strategize.
I had to execute Lydia because she kept trying to kill everything. Oofed. That is rough, SDK. I'm hoping the game fixes itself after this.
Not going with her?
No.
Can't hold her hand if they're gonna take her seriously.
True. Good decision.
Relax, she'll be fine.
Rita won't hurt her, but Philippa, she can be ruthless.
Ciri's been in tougher situations and come out of them all right.
True. We managed to instill some principles, skills that have helped.
Exactly, so there's nothing to be afraid of.
Of course. I'll just have a peek.
Nope.
Don't spy on her. You really have that little faith.
I don't trust Philippa and Rita.
So why'd you even allow this meeting to happen?
For the same reason you did. If they're to respect her, she can't be seen to be hanging onto my apron strings.
What do you see?
Philippa pontificating. Ciri pacing wall to wall. She stopped.
Pontificating. Is that
She's saying
what?
something.
Some kind of gesturing?
Philippa's turned pale.
That's my Ciri. Probably gave her an earful.
Quiet. Here she comes. So?
What parents I know?
Eavesdropping.
Yes.
I wasn't. Geralt was. Yennefer was.
Changed a bit.
Tell us what you talked about.
I'd rather not. Not yet, at least.
Of course.
I was like giving a monologue. Okay.
Take a walk. Get some air.
Thank you.
We need to sail to Skellige. Avalok's waiting at the port.
Of course. I'll be there soon.
Just wanted to...
Go meet Avalok. He wished to see you, apparently.
Nope, I'm still in battle. I can't save my game. Right, I will sort this bug out off stream, but I'm gonna leave it here. I can't save at all. I'll go speak to Avalok. It's maybe it'll let me fast travel. If it lets me fast travel, I'll probably solve it. If it doesn't, I may have to replay that. Oh no. Hang on. Hang on. Don't worry. Ragnarok. Yeah, that's totally not Ragnarok. Anyway. Gonna leave the stream here. Can I save now? I still can't save. That is weird. Because I'd rather not spend the whole evening, the rest of my night, replaying this. Hang on. What the hecky? I know.
Protect Ciri from the Wild Hunt, and the Emperor will grant you amnesty.
I hope we can trust you.
I didn't know I had to play through the whole rest of the game, not being able to save
That I don't
or.
know, but I shall take it up with him.
Reminder that canonically the potion that killed Oberon was Elf Viagra. What?
You barely said hello and you're already plotting something.
It's clearly in our nature.
Yeesh.
I hear right.
If it won't let you save, will you have to go back anyway? Yeah, I will. That's why I'm a bit like, ugh. Because it's 1 a.m.
Time believe an emperor go in for a deal like that.
I was planning on going to sleep after this.
I don't need you to.
Bit about Frangilla. What was that? Triss told me you couldn't contact her.
Perhaps because she's
Killed possibly unwittingly, though likely not from an overdose of an aphrodisiac or performance enhancer at the age of over 650 years. You sleep well, Carrie. I'm rounding this up as soon as I can save.
Rita know? Barely got out of prison herself.
And I have a feeling if I can get to Skellige, if I can do that travel, it will let me save.
Why after the meeting? No one's heard from her since.
Thought this kind of drama only happened around Radovid.
I don't like it. That was not our deal. When it's all over, I'll need to have a candid discussion with the Emperor. Come. They're all waiting for us.
Still with the battle music. Right, where is he? There he is. There's the prick.
All are present. You were the last to arrive. Might we set sail?
Yes, let's go.
Anchors away.
And let me save after this, please. Oh, that's a nice sunset. It was a performance enhancer he was taking to try and make that kid with Siri was talking about. Oh my god. That's weird. Game pretty. It is pretty. Hot take. Beautiful game. Never hot taken before. Hot took? Dunno. Am I going to do some hooty shooty after this? No, because I've done enough of that today. I dreamed about Destiny last night. It was bad. Let Hooty save. Let Hooty save. Let Hooty save. Maybe if I kill myself. We'll find out. Hot Taken starring Liam Neeson. Oh yeah. Hoots have been there, but that's not a solution to this particular problem, or the whole thing with Ciri and Anel was gross. It is gross. So gross.
Well, that settles the question of His Imperial Majesty's whereabouts.
Does he aim to conquer Skellige? But he knows. Those are my friends.
He wishes to grant you the Isles, with Sintra and the rest of the Empire.
There is an upside to all this.
Is that
Because
so?
your granny
The
did
Emperor will have to
have
help us
something to do with Skellige, because your granny married one of the... Oh, what do you call a leader of a clan? Chief? Chieftain? No, I don't know. Jarl, that's what they call them. But you would call them a chieftain if it's a clan. I don't know why they call them Jarls, because they keep wanting to mix up Nordic and Gallic shit. Shit like that is why I actually really don't like the books. Fair enough. She's wearing more clothes to stay warm, but she still can't button up. Yeah, it's stupid.
We must hurry and find the Sunstone. Seems we've plenty to do in Skellige after that.
Fringilla Vigo. We need her here.
Can you teleport me onto Amir's ship?
Not a chance. It's better shielded than the Emperor's alcove.
Though we could try to force our way through.
We need Fringilla in one piece.
Think they know we're here?
Emir's mages, of course.
If the matter of Fringilla Vigo were resolved, they'd probably just send her over here in a skiff.
It's far from resolved. The Emperor pledged to ensure the Lodge's safety, but...
Fringilla's a pricklier matter. She's his subject, one officially sentenced to death for treason.
You'll need to learn what Emir has planned for her. Once we've found a way to toss you...
Yeah, there are some really strange transitions.
I'll get on the Emperor's ship myself.
A plan to swim? With swords on your back? You'll get shot up like a sitting duck before you can say the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
That's still quite a long sentence,
They'll find
Triss.
a way. Make your approach by night. You'll stand a better chance then. And once you're on board, show His Imperial Majesty this letter. Hand it to him directly. We should remind him what he promised, and what he'll get in return.
At the moment, we don't even know what the Sunstone is.
It was created so the mountain elves could summon the vessels of the NL. Now it merely serves as a symbol of a lost opportunity to unite the two tribes.
You're sounding wistful.
Truly. Can all of you be unfamiliar?
Yeah, Triss, we'll just say Emir. Jeez. Alright, tell us.
Please. Absolutely love elves.
I know I'm meant to be wrapping up the stream. I'm doing a real bad job. Catcharchy hasn't started streaming yet, so fingers crossed.
That was a jest on Geralt's part.
Too late. It won't hurt any of you to know this. On the day the White Fleet was to set sail, Gelban gave Dillion a gift. He believed Dillion's heart would soften in time. Once her longing for him burgeoned, she was to use the Sunstone.
Burgeoned?
Though worlds away, he would return for her.
You're just using deliberately complicated words to make yourself sound smart, Avila. Stop it.
Than it did to that elf woman.
What I want to know is if we'll be able to use the Sunstone.
You? No. Me? Naturally.
Me? Naturally.
With a touch of help from
Shit it. Oh, you shit-eating
Some are
asshole.
below deck vomiting, while others remain unreachable.
The Sunstone's in Skellige? How do we know that?
From legends. Elven ones. It lies where the White Fleet landed centuries ago.
Meaning anywhere on any one of the Isles. Splendid.
Ermion. I'll talk to him.
Know where he is?
I'll ask around the port.
That was a weird little pause. Really hope my game isn't about to break.
Good luck.
Let's read this letter. Allow me to remind you that our arrangement encompassed all the sorcerers wishing to take part in the risky endeavour whose success is so vital to us. I find it hard to believe that in the current situation, when I have already succeeded in gathering so many members of the Lodge, you would refuse to allow Fringilla Vigo to join our company. I understand there are personal factors that make you reluctant to part with your subject, but I assure our interests are aligned in those matters as well. I promise I will uphold the conditions, blah 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 blah. Oh, I've got to wait for all the quests to stop. Hang on. I can meditate! Right, what quests do I have left? Right, I've got a few quests in general to do. I'm just looking at stuff I can do, and not until Saturday.
What would be the point?
Right, huzzah! I am so glad I don't have to replay any of that. That makes me very happy. Right. Finally, it's over. Next stream will be this Friday. More Dead Space with Dawn. So I had a great time last week. I hope everyone who watched it last week had a good time as well, because it's not a very scary game, which I am super grateful for, but that's probably because I'm playing with Dawn and it's keeping me calm. So we'll keep playing that on Friday. Probably starting about the same time because I'll be streaming after Ralph, and then next Witcher stream will be on Saturday, and we are finishing the main quest. We are going to be finishing the main game on Saturday and probably starting Hearts of Stone. So if you want to know what happens, come back on Saturday. Thanks everyone for being here. Really appreciate the support. I love all of you. Sorry, I'm on painkillers tonight because my leg was particularly bad. Brain keeps just all over the place. Hope to see you again on Friday and Saturday. You weren't a bummer. We were venting about high school, and it sounded like we all needed to do it, so it's fine. Yeah, next stream Friday. Thank you. Have a nice night. I had a great time. We killed Radovid. Amazing. One arsehole. And it's only going to get better. Right, folks. Good night. Love you. Sleep well, or have a nice evening, wherever you are. And I'll see you on Friday.